Hello guys, welcome to my online classes. I'm starting a new series of Argentine folklore dance, which is Argentinian samba. And today is going to be our introduction class, introduction lecture, I would say. Before going to any particular dance step, I would like to get a little bit of information, a little bit of insight on what Argentinian samba is. For many of you, probably Brazilian samba, the carnival, Rio de Janeiro, is what you heard before, is what you know, and maybe when we say Argentinian samba or simply samba, you have in your imagination Brazilian samba with the carnival, with feathers and big heels and moves with the hips, right? So, no. Argentinian samba is not about the carnival, it's not about Brazil, it's not about feathers, it's a different genre, it's a different type of music, different type of dance. So originally Argentinian samba came from Peru, where samba cueca is what used to be danced in 1870 something. And from Peru, samba cueca traveled to Chile, where it acquired some new rhythms, musical rhythms, new dance patterns, and it was renamed to cueca chilena, cueca, and after that it made its way back to Peru. In those years there was a war between Peru and Chile, so Zamacueca, that was renamed to Chilena, Cueca Chilena, had a different name, Marinera, which was due to mariners forces, Peruvian. And then it traveled to Argentina. So you just can imagine, if you draw a map, Zamacueca emerged to Argentina from up Peru, Bolivia, and then from west Chile, so it covered a lot of provinces of Argentina and actually settled down and started to emerge and evolve and developing into something that today we know Argentinian samba. And truly to say, it emerged in a way that is a different dance, a different genre, musical and emotional and sentimental, the lyrics and the dance movements. So what we know today, Argentinian samba is truly samba and truly to the Argentina, yes. And to me, this dance has three main elements: the music, the lyrics, the dance movements. So there are three pillars. The music wise, we have main instrument, which is guitar, We have percussion, which is bombo, bombo leggero, that's the bass, that's the earth, la tierra. The guitar is will give you melody, will also give you rhythm, and then we have a singer. We have the lyrical part, the sentimental part, the emotional part. Mostly the lyrics are composed around simple things of our life, everyday life, love, relationship, more in a romantic scale, more in a romantic side. Sometime, most of the time, it's melancholical. It has the sentiments that it carries, that it transforms, gives you the melancholy, a little bit sadness, but a good sadness. You know, when you have a sweet memory of something that has passed, and a sweet memory of a love that you had or friends that you had, and now all you have is that memory, but you don't remember that with a heavy sad heart. You remember it with a smile, with a warm feelings, with something that nurtures you, you know. And then we have sometimes in samba we hear bandoneon, we hear violin, we hear even piano, and the more music evolves, the richer it becomes, the more instruments get involved. But by the primarily bass, there are two main instruments involved in the music of samba, which is guitar, bombo, percussion, and the voice singer. Most of the time, the guitarista, the guitar player is the one who also going to sing, okay? And then the dance. On top of it, we unite the dance to the music, and so there is a dance that we call Argentine samba. It's a simple dance, has just two basic steps, believe it or not, but just two basic steps that we do with the feet that match the percussion, the earth. And then we have our body to express the sentimental part of the story, the lyrical part, the melody. And we have very interesting thing which called pañuelo in Spanish, but a handkerchief in English, and so that's just a piece of cloth that has very crucial role and very important role in samba dance. This is the third element that we bring with us, and this element will tell everything that we want to tell, but in a way that the message becomes unspoken. You need to read between the lines to understand the message of pañuelo. So it's the truly artistic part when we use the pañuelo in a way that we want to communicate something to our partner, to the world outside, or just to no one, talking to ourselves, with ourselves, and expressing the emotions, the messages that we have in our conscious, subconscious. Mostly ZAMBA somehow very magically will trigger the subconscious level of our psyche. And so we do communicate by millions of forms of what we had to say. And that the dance is simple in our feet, but challenging in a move of pañuelo. It takes courage, it takes freedom, it takes, I would say, the courage to actually show up, show off, and tell truly things how they are, how we feel them, right? And not to be afraid to communicate. And so with the music, when you get really connected to the music and you inquire your bass, your rhythm with the earth, and then you bring it up to your heart, the magic happens. So none of the samba that I've danced in my life or people that I know have danced, it is always the same, because in any given state and any given moment in life or even in our day, we feel different emotions, we come up, we feel different. So your samba as truly being something you speak from your heart will never be the same, and that's the beauty of it. And that's the beauty of it, and that's the gift. Well, for now, I want you to listen to the music of samba so that it becomes more clear that it has Argentinian samba is a genre on its own. Three words I would describe it as a romanticism, mysticism, and something very, very pure, something very, very pure, coming truly from inside out. Okay, let's listen. Just it will take us a few minutes. I found an instrumental version of Samba para no morir. I'm not going to translate that. And it's very rare that we can find instrumental sambas because the messages that are conveyed in a samba lyrics very powerful, and so 90% of sambas will have the words, the singer. Okay, so samba is a very very special dance for me. I love it. I love it through very much deep in my heart. I got across samba dance last year. It's been 1 year that I dance samba. I already have a couple of performances, but the music I knew from many years ago. I just couldn't figure out what's that, what's the genre. And so I'm very grateful for this opportunity, for this time that we have to be silent and quiet at homes. And I'm very actually grateful for this opportunity to be able to film the classes and for me to do my Samba project webinars. It also is something that I'm very grateful for. And so I hope you will enjoy the classes. That was my short introduction about the dance, and I'll see you in now class number 1.